Hello and welcome to Pakistan. In this video I want to tell you a few tips and tricks about backpacking in Pakistan from my own experience. When I came here I didn't really know anything, I just went and figured things out on the way, but I think knowing a few things in advance can be quite beneficial. Here's tip number one, the visa. As far as I know, you can only get your visa in the country that issued your passport. There's no chance to go to just any embassy and get a visa for Pakistan. Only if you have a residency in that country. Like if I had a residency in Korea, I would live there. I have official resident status, then I could get it in Korea. But I had to get my visa in Germany. Also, the rules seem to be a bit fluid. Most people need a letter of invitation. I didn't have one. I just went to the embassy in Berlin and I got my visa. So it always depends on the mood of the people, I don't know. After all, it's Pakistan. A lot of people from Pakistan told me that I can get the visa in any country, but I could not find any place that confirms this information. So I would highly recommend you get your visa before you leave your home country, just to be on the safe side. The second point about visas is the visa extension. Apparently it's not that hard, but also I made this newbie mistake. I was reading somewhere that you can extend in Gilgit, in the northern areas. So a few days before my visa expired, I just went there. I thought, yeah, I extend there, no problem. So I went to the office there, but I was told I cannot extend in Gilgit. I can only do in Islamabad, and I think they said Peshawar. I don't know if you can do in Lahore, in Karachi, in any other city. I really don't know. I would advise you to do it in Islamabad. But still, it takes 2 weeks. So I had to change my flight. I had to rearrange a lot of things. I had some appointments that I couldn't make because it takes 2 weeks to extend this visa. I ran into some troubles with that. Today is Friday. My visa is set to be picked up on Monday. I went to the office today, it's not yet done. I also put 6 months in the second entry. I don't know if I will get that. I don't know what will happen on Monday when I go there. So it's a bit an unstable situation, which could be avoided if I would have planned a bit and I have known these things earlier. I could have just gone to the office in Islamabad after I came here and extend straight away, and then I had the buffer at the end. But this is the way I travel. So if you want to avoid these things, extend the visa as soon as possible. Tip number 2, SIM card. It is not that hard to get a SIM card here, but you need to show your visa, your passport, and you need to give your fingerprint. And then the validity of the SIM card is connected to the validity of your visa. So the date my original visa expired, also my SIM card expired. That means I'm without a SIM card now for 2 weeks, which is annoying. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is annoying. So if I would have had the extension earlier, I could have extended my SIM card and I could just do phone calls like every other person. In terms of operators, I have a SIM card from Ufone, which is not the best, I have to say. In the cities you have internet connection, fast internet, but even in Islamabad, like here at the Pakistan Monument, there's only edge, so there's only very slow internet. It's not very reliable. When I went to the northern areas, to the mountains, only in the cities I had signal at all. In the small places, no. So I talked to a lot of people and they used Zong or Telenor, and they had better signal, better connections, faster internet than me. So I would recommend you to also go for Telenor or Zong if you want to get a SIM card. Tip number 3, bring a lot of passport and visa copies. When I came here, I had about 15 copies of my passport and the visa, and I have only one left because there are so many checkpoints that it really saves you a lot of time if you can just hand them a copy of your visa and your passport and they let you go. Especially when you go to the northern areas, it's important to bring these copies because sometimes there were checkpoints every 25 kilometers and I had to sign in and I just gave them the copy and they were happy with that and they let me go. If you don't have the copies, you have to wait for a long time. And if you travel in a bus, then the whole bus has to wait for you to sign in, to fill out all these forms. They have to take a picture, I think, of your passport. So you save yourself and others a lot of time by bringing these copies. Also, personally, I don't like to carry around my passport all the time. So usually I just take a copy. And it worked out okay. Sometimes in Islamabad I had to wait for a longer time at checkpoints. One time I only had my driving license, and even that kind of worked at the end. So it really depends also on the people you talk to. But having some copies is definitely a good thing. Tip number 4. Do your research before you go to certain areas. Even though Pakistan is very safe, some areas require an NOC, which is like a special permit document to enter these areas, and others are prohibited for foreigners in general, so you cannot go. This is, for example, Kashmir. You cannot go. You will not get the permit to go there. In some areas like Balochistan, they will give you a police escort, so you also need to request the NOC so they know you are there, they can arrange this transport. And also the security apparatus in Pakistan is quite good and quite serious. So as I already mentioned, there are a lot of checkpoints, there are a lot of protocols, and if some security issue in some part of the country happens, then they might close this whole area for foreigners. So it might happen that you go there and they will not let you enter this area of Pakistan. So I think it's important to do a bit of research before you go to certain areas and see about the situation. Go on Facebook, there are numbers of backpacking groups where people post their experiences. You can check, you can just ask a question and see if people ran into issues. You can also go on couchsurfing.com and ask the people there. There's a very good couchsurfing community in Pakistan and they're very happy to help you. Information is spreading around very fast. Do a bit of research before you go to weird areas. Me, for example, I didn't know that you're not supposed to couch surf in Multan. So I couch surfed, we went to some places, and then at some point the military people in civil clothes, they asked for my passport, asked for my friend's ID and stuff. And after back and forth, they said I have to go to a hotel. There's only a number of hotels you can stay in. So I had to immediately go to my friend's house, bring my stuff, go to the hotel, pay like $40 for the night. And when I wanted to leave the hotel, I could also only do it with a police escort. There was no like immediate security threat. It's just like a general precaution they do. But still it is quite annoying, and I decided to leave Multan after this because I don't want to call the police 1 hour in advance when I want to go across the road to buy some food, or I want to go to a museum, or I want to go to the old city. So check these things beforehand and kind of know what awaits you. I knew that it could happen in Multan, so I was not too surprised. Still, it was annoying. On the other hand, don't get too annoyed about all these security measurements, because they are there for your own safety. And they take it very serious, and they don't want foreigners to run into trouble here. So I'm happy it's like this. It could be the other way around, that nobody cares. So I prefer it to be this way. I feel really safe. And the police guys are usually quite nice. They help you out with many things. They help you with food. I had a flat tire. The police guys, they put my bike in the car. We brought it to the tire place. Somebody changed the tire for me. Thank you very much. Good. So the police really is your friend here. Number 5, money. Pakistan is a quite cheap country. You can get food for $1 to $150 US. You can get a pack of cigarettes for 50 cents. You can do a lot of couch surfing because people are very happy to host you, to meet some foreigners. The people are inviting you for food, so you even save on this. The only one thing you need to look out for is when you're a foreigner, as everything is quite cheap here, they will ask for like, I don't know, 2 to 5 times the price. And it still might appear cheap to you because you are comparing it to your own country, but actually it's not. So when you go in the market or you want to buy stuff, try to haggle as much as you can. Usually I try to go for half the price. If I can manage that, okay. Sometimes I cannot. Then do I want it? Okay, I buy it for the tourist price. If I don't want it, then okay, I just go somewhere else. But haggling is definitely required. To get cash, I'm using a Visa credit card from a German bank called DKB, which I think a lot of German backpackers use. I had certain issues to withdraw cash from most of the banks. I assume it's because these are Islamic banks and they don't support the credit system. So I figured out when I go to Standard Chartered Bank or UBL, United Bank, I can get cash at the ATM without any problems. All other banks I tried, and there are many, I was not lucky. I could not get any money. So I advise to check out these 2 banks. UBL has branches everywhere. Every bigger town has a UBL ATM, so it should not be a problem to find one and to get your money. Number 6, the people. What can I say about the people of Pakistan? They're just amazing. They are super friendly. They're super happy to see foreigners. They're super happy just to have a chat, have a smile, take a selfie. It really makes their day. Just now here, I already took maybe 15 selfies because I'm walking around by myself and people just see me, and I can already tell that when I approach them, they will ask me for a selfie. It's okay, it's very nice, but prepare yourself that you will be a superstar here, and especially when you look very foreignerish. You will not have too much privacy, especially if you go to touristy places. But the people are very nice and very friendly, and even if I'm getting annoyed after a while going to a place, it's very hard to be bad to these people because they're very nice, they smile at you, and they are just very happy to have a brief conversation with a foreigner. They ask you, how is Pakistan, what's your experience? They're happy if you tell them that you like it, and you will like it. They will want to invite you for a tea or some food. It is the culture here to be very hospitable. In the northern areas, even more than in the rest of the country. And they're just happy if they can help you in one or the other way. If you refuse the offer for a drink or for some food, it's okay, but people, I don't know, they are not angry about it, but it's a very honorable thing for them to help out a foreigner. So if you refuse, they have mixed feelings about it. They will understand, I think, because you're a foreigner, but still you make them very happy if you let them help you. I even had people excusing themselves maybe 3-4 times because they could not be of any service to me. Oh, sorry sir, that I cannot be of any service. Is there anything I can do for you? Please, here's my phone number, call me anytime when there's anything. Oh, thank you so much. So it is very easy to get in touch with people here. But on the other hand, I can only speak as a male. I don't know what it's like if you're a female. Because maybe the weirdest thing that you can see and sense in Pakistan is that there is no interaction or mix of male and female in the public life. If they belong to the same family, then yes, but usually the women do their thing and the men do their thing. Men hang out together all the time, usually in groups, and they never really talk to girls. If they don't have a sister, they only talk to their mom and maybe their maid if they have one, basically. So they are kind of awkward talking to girls, and I interacted with maybe 10 or 15 women here in Pakistan, but with maybe 500 men. So it's a very weird situation. That's why I say I don't know what it's like when you're a female. If the people feel more hesitant to just talk to you, to invite you or something, or if they will do even more and maybe a bit too much. I'm really not sure about that. But as a man, as a single man, or even a group of guys, it is so easy to get around, because the people, as I said, they just want to help you. They're just interested, they're just curious, they're just friendly people. There is no problem. Another thing I found rather surprising is that even the more educated people have arranged marriages. There's almost no such thing as a love marriage. Like, I was asked, Marcel, so in Germany, you have love marriage or arranged marriage? I said, oh, only love marriage, of course, there's no arranged marriages. And then they were really surprised. What, really? So it's a very uncommon thing here, and many people kind of are okay with that, because it's very hard to meet a girl anyway. So they turn to their parents and say, Mom, would you like to find a partner for me? I want to get married. And then the parents find somebody, and then they see if they want to get married or not. But it's a very weird concept for me personally, and I think it's surprising for many foreigners who come here. Another thing that is really surprising for me here is that it's totally fine for men to hold hands in public. It's a sign of friendship. So you will see, not all the time, but every now and then, people on the street, guys on the street holding hands. And even with me, like, some guys just started to hold my hand, and I was feeling a bit of weird about it, because even though we're from the liberal West, this is something we don't really do, holding hands with guys in public. Like, you only hold hands when you are a couple. With your friends, no, it's not a thing. So that was something a bit interesting for me. Overall, the people of Pakistan really amaze me. I didn't know that they are so friendly towards guests and towards foreigners, and they see it as an honor to help a stranger. It is really good. The only exception, and I have to say that, is once they start driving a vehicle, a car or a bus or a truck. Then they turn into monsters. Into monsters! They drive like crazy, really. With a motorbike, I've seen so many scenes. It's like a curve, approaching a mountain, you cannot see anything, but this bus overtakes this truck. It's like, why? Why are you driving like this? All the motorbikes drive without helmet. It's crazy. I don't know why. I don't understand. I asked some guys, like, why don't you wear a helmet when you ride a motorbike? And their simple answer was, because we're Muslims. So when we die, we go to paradise. It's okay. I don't know if God really wants you to gamble with your life like that. Number 7, the food. The food here, for me personally, is awesome. Just awesome. I'm a breader. I'm from a bread country. Germany is the ultimate bread country. We have so many kinds of bread. We eat bread every day. So on my trips, I had to eat a lot of rice, and I don't like rice. So coming to Pakistan, I was so amazed that not just are all the dishes very nice, but they usually are served with bread. They have different kinds of bread, like naan, chapati, roti. There's a big variety, and usually one of them comes with the food. So this is really, really nice for me. And also, it is always made fresh, so usually it's still warm when you get it. Despite of that, the food is really, really good. I feel it's like a mix of Arab and Desi cuisine. Like, you have a lot of meat, which is often marinated and then barbecued, so you have the barbecue flavor, but as well as all the spices they use. It's hard for me to explain, I'm not a food expert, but it just all tastes good. It really fits my taste. I love the food. And I don't understand how Pakistanis who live abroad can survive without this food. I think it's hard. If you are a vegetarian or a vegan, I guess you might have a hard time, because there is a lot of meat. There's like beans and potatoes and stuff, so you can find some vegetarian dishes, but I wouldn't count on it to find it all the time. And if you're vegan, I don't know. You probably know how to get around anyway. So I'm not a vegan myself or vegetarian, so I cannot explain you anything about that. But just prepare yourself that there's usually meat involved. One thing that you should carry around at all times is hand sanitizer. It's very important. The hygiene is almost non-existent. And most of the time, you will eat with your hands. You take the bread and you dip it in the sauce or the meat and you just eat it like this. So it's important to have clean hands, and you cannot count that they have facilities for you to properly wash your hands with soap. So carry the hand sanitizer and use it, and it will prevent the worst. It will not prevent everything, but it will reduce the chance a lot. I was in Lahore, I didn't use it. I went to all the dirty street food places that had the most amazing food because I think their pans haven't been cleaned for 20 years. But I had to pay a price. I was in bed for 2 days with a slight fever and pain, and I had like diarrhea for a week. Lesson learned. Number 8, some general rules. It is not really common here to wear shorts. You see, now I'm also wearing jeans, long pants. I'm wearing shorts sometimes because it's very warm, and it's just warm. We wear shorts, what's the thing? But here it's not common at all, so be prepared. When you wear shorts, people will give you looks and they will look at your legs and find it a bit weird. You will get away with it because you're a foreigner, but still people are not used to it. I had even one guy asking me, "Hey, I see many of your people wearing these pants. Is it your national dress?" I said, "No, it's just warm, so we enjoy the sun. We want to be not sweaty, so we wear shorts. It's nice, we can enjoy the sun more. When it's cold, we wear long pants." Another thing is that you cannot take pictures or videos of women without their permission. It is considered quite rude, and they might not say anything, but they don't like it. So the women here wear beautiful dresses. I really, really like that, and I'm very impressed with it. But if you want to take pictures of them, you should ask them before. Most of the time they will say yes, and they are happy that you like the dress and you give them a compliment. But if they say no, also accept it. Just give some respect to the people. Guys, it's usually fine. You can just take pictures. They are happy. Women are also happy, but they want to be asked. And the guys, they will ask you to take a picture with them first before you have a chance to ask them. No, go. Hey.
I'm Abbas.
I'm Marcel.
All right, nice to meet you.
How are
Where
you?
from?
From Germany.
Hi, I'm Abbas from Germany. And what do you do?
What's your name?
I'm Abbas.
I'm Ahmed.
Welcome to my video.
Yeah, it's the honor, I think. You're from some newspaper or?
No, I'm from Germany. I'm just traveling. I'm just talking about my experience in Pakistan.
So what is your experience? Let me interview you. What is your good experience?
Oh, my experience is very good. I really like Pakistan.
So what you like most in our Islamabad?
In Islamabad?
Yeah.
Islamabad is
Food,
very
people,
peaceful.
or
Islamabad is
places
peaceful. There's space, not so
Exactly.
loud, not so crowded. That's
Peace
really
and
relaxing.
green, right?
It's not like
Yeah.
the rest of the country.
Yeah, exactly. That's why all people came here for visit the places and the people. And what about food? Did you taste biryani?
Yeah,
Like
of course,
rice
of
with
course, of
chicken and okay.
Dal etc.
Dal and dal,
I like
vegetables and
yeah,
gravy.
I like the chicken biryani.
Chicken biryani, yes.
No.
Karai. Yeah,
karai.
it's awesome, really.
Yeah. Chicken karai.
Chicken
yes.
karai.
Oh, I love all the food.
Yeah.
Really, I really like it.
Yeah.
No, I have very good experience in Pakistan, and I'm just making a video talking about my experience and giving recommendations to other people who want to visit.
Yeah, sure, please come and visit
Right.
Pakistan and eat Pakistani food and support Pakistani music. And because I'm a
Tell
musician.
something about Pakistan. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm a musician too.
Really?
Tell something about Pakistani
wow.
music.
Yeah. I have done my graduation from University of Texas.
Oh
in
really?
Music, yeah.
Wow.
I'm a vocalist and I'm a singer and composer and songwriter.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell people about your project name, your band name, or something.
Yeah, please. Like my Facebook page. Like my Facebook page, nadirabbasmusic.com is my website. Visit my page and listen to my music. It's all purely Pakistani Desi traditional music with the fusion of some Western music, and I'm doing work with some musicians from University of Texas as well. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Have a nice day. You just witnessed what it's like in Pakistan. All the time you meet people, very interesting people. It's very nice and it's very easy to make contacts and connections. It's awesome. I love it. Other than that, you just saw yourself. Pakistan is a great country. People are super nice and friendly and they just want to get to know you, have a chat, know where you come from. You will have a very good time and you will feel like a superstar here in Pakistan. You will take a lot of selfies and you will have a lot of Facebook friend requests and WhatsApp messages and couch surfing messages and everything. You will enjoy it. Welcome to Pakistan. I hope you like this video. If yes, subscribe to my channel so I'm motivated to do more videos. And leave a comment in the section below and let me know about your experience in Pakistan. Well, I'm going to get some of that food before it's all gone because it's good.